Good morning. Today we are going to do a walkthrough at Pomegranate, and we're doing slab selections for all of the countertops throughout the house. So join us for a walkthrough.
With Sally this morning about your different stones.
Okay.
And she said they got a shipment of Taj Mahal polished, but the finish on it has some splotchy yellow spots. So she has some concerns about it. So your selection does call for Taj Mahal polished. So we'll look at what they have. But she also mentioned maybe a honed, which is something you want to talk to Lori about and see if that's an option, or 3cm. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So let's go this way.
We're ready to roll. I was telling her about the Taj Mahal polished.
Yeah.
And I thought you said you might have some honed we can look at and 3cm polished.
I was just looking at the new 3cm. It's really pretty.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really pretty.
So stone comes in typically 2cm and 3cm, typically natural stone, or quartzite, or those kinds of things. And then your porcelains come in different thicknesses. But so Sally didn't love the polished shipment of Taj Mahal in the 2cm. So we can look at the 3cm as an option.
Okay.
Well, I think we should look at the 2cm, Sally, just so she could see a difference if you have it available to look at.
Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Isn't that
great?
Yeah. Is that like a geode or something?
Those are geodes, and then the slab is man-made, but it's made up of geodes.
That's really beautiful.
That's a man-made slab?
Yeah, so
Wow.
they
That's
put
amazing.
and then they put it together
Check
with
that out.
conglomerate kind of things to make it flow.
And what they're doing with man-made slabs are amazing.
Yes. So all of those are actually natural materials, but they're put together in a man-made slab so that you can use them as a slab,
Look at that blue one down there, how cool that is.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Okay. All right.
So that one's got lights on the top half and no lights on the bottom.
So let me ask you a question, Sally. Is there, because obviously they put these together with epoxy materials, which I know they use in natural stones, but is there a challenge with maybe this coloring over time, depending on the light it is in, some of the, what holds it together?
Not that I've heard of, and I actually saw, and I don't know a lot about it, but I have a friend that does that, not stone particularly, but she uses it for artwork. And she makes big pieces of beautiful abstract art from it. And then I've also seen it on one of the, like HGTV or something, where somebody was doing it for their shower walls, which was kind of crazy. This, I can do it warm and cool.
Sometimes I just wonder about, we're doing so much man-made stuff. Does the epoxies and the glues that they're putting together, does it yellow?
Oh, look at that. It really changes the whole look.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it gives you an idea what you can do with it.
Especially
Just
with
the lighting. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so but we're using a lot of man-made in our project.
Yes, but it's
So
different.
It's different. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
It's not geodes.
It's not geodes.
It's not geodes.
Okay.
But look at some of these beautiful stones.
Wow.
Quartzite through here. Quartzite is a natural stone, very durable. Has a totally different look generally than granite, which is one reason.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It's like the ocean.
It does look like the ocean. That's gorgeous, that green and
This
the
one's
white.
actually translucent also. It's a cristallo.
Wow. It's beautiful.
Taj Mahal is a quartzite.
Quartzite, okay.
So the one on the right that we're approaching here, this one is a Purlavanata
This
leather.
one?
Very neutral. Purlavanata is basically a cousin to Taj Mahal. It's got those same kind of neutral tones.
Now this is not polished.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what they call leather, so you could sort of feel a texture in the stone when
Yeah.
you feel it.
It's a matte finish as opposed to, you know, a polished.
I think she wanted polished, right?
Polished is what you call
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's a pretty though. So this is similar to Taj Mahal?
Yes.
Very much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do they polish it? Can you
I
polish
mean,
it?
it can be polished
Okay.
locally, but
Okay. Like that's polished.
this one's polished.
Yeah. Yeah. I think-
And this is 2 cm.
This one's a 2 cm.
The thickness is 2 cm, which is basically 3/4 to 7/8. And then 3 cm is an 1.25 inch, inch and an
Oh.
eighth, 1.25 inch.
And what is she calling out?
2 cm.
2 cm.
And
But
then
you
usually-
can
That's the
switch.
standard. It's the standard, then they add the edge to make it thicker in the front.
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever. they
So you could technically do a 3 cm without adding an edge, a mitered edge if you want.
Right.
So that's another option, because the 3 cm is a little more expensive
Yeah.
than the 2 cm.
But the labor is usually less. because
Right.
They don't have to do the. So let's walk
So
through there
beautiful.
and then take a quick left and you'll see the
This is
3 cm Taj Mahal. This one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really pretty.
It's really gorgeous. We've
And
just got
this
it
is
in.
polished.
It's so pretty.
It sure is. Look at the vein.
Yeah.
And what were your concerns about this? Or the yellowish, you said?
No, it was
No,
the
not
2
this
cm that
one.
I was talking about.
Oh, this is 3 cm.
This is a 3 cm.
I'm not really worried about these fissures. These are called fissures.
Okay.
Most of your exotics are going to have fissures.
Yes, I'm not
Are
worried
those like
about.
cracking points
They're
or
not
something?
really, they're just veins.
Yeah, they're veins in the stone, but some of them are deeper than others.
Yeah.
So sometimes, because of that, it makes fabrication a little bit more difficult. But this is a nice, solid stone. I'm not worried about it at all. And for
It's really
this,
pretty.
we have it going in your powder, on that sort of furniture piece,
Uh-huh.
and in your primary. So
Okay.
my guess is it looks like we really, oh, and then we have it on your bench in your primary and your niche ledge, your
Uh-huh.
niche ledges. So you need about 60 square feet.
What about in
This will
the Jack
cover
and
that.
Jill bathroom?
This will
Is that
cover
in it
that.
too?
No,
No.
Jack and Jill is not. It's
Okay.
a different stone.
Okay.
I think we only need one.
I think so.
So the question I have for you, are all these pretty much book matched, so they're going to be the same,
Yeah.
same cut through the stone?
They're all family. They all came in, cut from the same spot in the mountain. Then they just slice it. And,
So,
So
what,
each piece looks like this.
each piece looks like this. So
except book matched, which is like the mirror image.
Okay.
But that's only important sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
so if you're
Right.
happy with this, is there a stone number on this?
Yes, it's 202564 is the bundle number.
Okay, so I think we need to make sure we have one of these on hold. Okay, and then I believe, do we want to, let's look at the 2 cm, Carly, just for reference.
Okay.
Do you have it now? Let's see if we can find it.
So because this edge is so thick on these stones, they just can polish this edge and you don't need to do the miter. So it's less
okay, 'cause
labor.
like here, right? Yeah.
Yes, because it's natural all the way through. So it's a less labor.
Oh.
So you're paying a little more for the stone, but you're
Pretty-
saving a little bit on labor
Okay, I
for
see.
mitering the edge.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we could do a 3 centimeter.
3 cm edge, and I would talk to Lori about it. But let's look at the 2 cm.
I think
just
it's
for
under
reference.
this one.
Oh, it's under
I think
there.
it's under this one, yeah. I think they
Oh.
just covered it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I trust you.
yeah.
She
it's-
said it wasn't great looking,
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
because honestly, I could have had, based on the first slab, which didn't have any of the problems, I could have had a 7 or 8 slab sale right away from it.
Yeah.
But no.
So what is wrong with it? It has like
We think it's something to do with the processing, which just
Uh.
every once in a while it'll happen where the resin or something that's in it
Uh-huh.
just didn't process right.
yeah,
So it either brought out some yellow that was in the slab,
right.
or it
Stained it in
turned
some
it
way.
yellow or something. I don't really know enough about the processing.
Okay.